Hey everybody, good evening and welcome back. Got an 8.5 pound pork butt in front of us tonight, and we got some Sucklebusters SPG in front of us. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this thing rubbed down overnight, let it sit in the fridge in this pan overnight, and then get it thrown on the grill in the morning. So my prep work for trimming this is done. I just took a little bit of the fat off, or the hard fat off, and then there was a few pieces of loose meat that I took off. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is get this thing rubbed down. We're not gonna use a binder. We're just gonna go straight on with the SPG. And today, or I should say tomorrow, we are gonna be cooking fat cap down. So I'm gonna get the fat cap side seasoned first, and we're gonna see how many times I sneeze during the making of this video, because this Sucklebusters is so good that I usually sneeze like crazy when I use this stuff. Get that little piece of fat off, or a little piece of meat trimmed off there. But that is gonna be about good. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is put this in the fridge just like this, let it sit overnight, and I will pick back up in the morning when we're throwing it on, so we'll see you then. Alrighty, we are back. Good morning. Got up at about 5 a.m. this morning to get this thing going. You can see we're cooking on, I believe this is a 1999 Weber, SSP. They refer to these as stainless steel performers. It's got the nice side table here that you're supposed to put charcoal in. I don't put charcoal in it. I just leave charcoal in the bag. It's got the automatic ignition. I had some custom wood handles done by River City Woodworks. And first off, we're using a new kind of charcoal today. We are using the Jealous Devil Max extra large briquettes. Found this stuff on Amazon because B&B, I got 4.5 bags of the B&B oak briquettes left yet. That is my favorite charcoal, and I'm not wanting to use it anymore because it is hard to come by. I think I might have found it online, but we're talking like 30 bucks a bag, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, if times get desperate enough, I'll get it. But I don't really want to do that. But this was a Facebook Marketplace find, just to get into this grill a little bit. Weber kettles are super cool. I have, between all my kettles, whether it be the smaller ones and the larger ones, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kettles, I think, and then a Weber Smoky Mountain. So I don't know. I love my Weber kettles. But you can see we're using the Jealous Double Max charcoal. I'll give you a quick peek at the grill. I just put the pork butt on. You can see that rub looked real nice. We're using the Slow N Sear and the dripping griddle. Dripping griddle just makes for a really easy cleanup. And we're actually going to use, I got 3 chunks of applewood in there today is what we're going to use for our flavor. So besides that, I'm going to go ahead and close this thing down. Grill temp I'm going to be shooting for today is anywhere in between 250 and 275. I'm going to try err on the side of like 275. And I don't have any meat probes. The ones that hook up to my Maverick XR50. I just got that ambient one, which it should be fine. At that temp, this should take I'm hoping about 8 hours. So now besides that, close this thing down probably at least for 3 hours, and I'll give you a peek when I open it back up. So we'll see you then. Alrighty, we are back. We're 3 hours in. Go ahead and take a quick peek at the butt. Looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and just temp probe it. I'm going to guess we probably got quite a ways before I'm going to wrap it. But it's sitting right at 128. I don't know if you can pick up on that or not, but what I am going to go ahead and do is I just got some water here. I'm just going to spritz this down with some water. Typically I'd use like apple juice or apple cider vinegar, but I'm out and water will work just fine today. Pit temp so far has been running right around the 275 to 280 range the whole cook. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and probably close this thing down probably for about another couple hours, and I will pick back up when it's time to wrap. So we will see you then. Alrighty, we are back. We've been on for about 6 hours, but it's kind of weird talking to the camera. I'm used to talking behind it, kind of like my dad does it, but maybe figured try something new. For those of you who've seen Talladega Nights, it's just like I don't know what to do with my hands right now. But anyways, we've been on for about 6 hours. Internal temp on the butt is right at about 165, 170. So this is typically when I do wrap, this is the temp that I like to wrap at. So let's just go ahead and bring it in here and take a peek at it. Here's a good look at it. You can see it's got some good looking bark on it right now. About perfect for where I want to do it, or for where I like to wrap it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to get some I'm going to put some more charcoal in here, but I'm not going to use the Jealous Devil. I'm just going to use the Kingsford Blue Bag because I do want to finish it off on there. And I'm going to bring the butt inside, double wrap it in foil, and then just throw it right back on the grill and finish it off here. So now besides that, we will pick up back up one more time when we're pulling into this. So we will see you then. Alrighty, we are back and it is time to eat. Real quick, I'm going to go over to cook times. Total cook time today was, I think it was 8 hours and 45 minutes. Just call it 9 hours. I did 6 hours on smoke, 6 hours, just unwrapped, and then I did 2 hours and 45 minutes, just say 3 hours wrapped. 275-ish for the grill temp the whole time. Took a little longer than expected, but that's why I started it when I started it, because with pork butts, and briskets and bigger cuts of meat like that, you can let these things rest for a long, long time. I let this thing rest for almost, say I let it rest for 2.5 hours, but I could let it rest for a lot longer. So let's go ahead and pull into this and see how we did. It's a good bone. This might still be hot, and I have black gloves on order because typically what I do is I'd put pair of cottons on and then my rubbers over it, and then I pull into it that way. Alright, so I just use these bear claws. I don't really like these all that much. I'd rather just dig into it with my hands, with my mitts or my hooves, horseman hooves. I don't know, that's a joke, that's a bad joke. But let's go ahead and pull into it and see what we got. Pretty much just shred straight apart. Alright, let's go ahead and try a piece quick. Got a piece. Oh, cat. Alright, we got a piece with some bark on it right there. Nice little smoke ring. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Yeah, that's not bad. It's been a while since I've used the applewood, for a pork shoulder. You can definitely taste it in there. Also, that the Jealous Devil briquettes, they're good, but I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way and buy them again. I've used their lump before, and I really like their lump, but their briquettes, they're like the extra large, and I thought they would have burned quite a bit longer. But I got maybe 5.5, 6 hours at 275 with a full load and a Slow N Sear. But besides that, Weber Kettle did an awesome job. It's kind of cool to think that that kettle I used today was, according to the lid code, it was manufactured in like 1999. So that grill's technically, I'm not good at math, but that grill's technically like 21 years old. So pretty cool. Just to go a little further into that story, the lady I got it from was the original owner. She had the original receipt, and she only cooked on it, she said, 3 times, and she must have used it like once or twice and then let it sit, but her igniter stopped working, and she actually had the service receipt from like a Ace Hardware fixing the igniter, and all it was is it sat for so long, a spider got into there and it made a spider web inside of that tube, and that's why it didn't work. So I don't know, kind of cool to me. Yeah, another thing too, I did rub this thing down and let it sit in the fridge overnight. I think I can notice a little bit of a difference. I can't tell if I noticed a huge difference. It does, have a little more of a saltier and a saltier taste to me. Whether it's just a cut of pork on this one or it's the fact that I did it overnight, I don't know. But this goes without saying, I've used this on pork butts and briskets before. If you guys and girls haven't gotten yourself some Sucklebusters SPG, get out there and get some. I think you can buy it in a big tub. Just buy it in a big tub. But buyer beware when you do use this stuff. Try not to breathe very heavy because you will sneeze, and it just happens. It is inevitable. So now, besides that, I'm going to sign off. You guys and girls have a good night, and we will see you next time.